The Detroit Lions are about to take a huge step in reshaping their defense, and according to recent reports, Khalil Mack will be the team's newest addition for the 2025 season. After a campaign in which the Lions' defense showed clear weaknesses, especially in the edge rusher position, the departure of Zadarius Smith left a concerning gap in the roster. With an urgent need to find a suitable replacement, Khalil Mack's name began circulating behind the scenes, and now everything indicates that negotiations have advanced to the point where his arrival is just a matter of time. For Detroit Lions fans, this could be the missing piece that transforms the defense into one of the most feared units in the NFL. The news of Mack's potential arrival gained traction shortly after the Lions decided not to keep Zadarius Smith on the roster, moving quickly to clear salary cap space and create the necessary conditions for a high-impact acquisition. With $55.1 million available in cap space, Detroit has all the financial flexibility to secure a veteran player like Mack without compromising its long-term finances. Projections suggest that the franchise is willing to offer a one-year deal worth between $10 million and $12 million, which makes sense for both the Lions and Mack himself, who, at 34 years old, might be looking for one last shot at a Super Bowl before retiring. But why is Khalil Mack the ideal fit for the Lions at this moment? The answer involves several strategic factors that make his signing a smart and potentially game-changing move for the team's success in the upcoming season. Although Mack is no longer at the peak of his physical abilities, he remains one of the most respected pass rushers in the league. Even with below-average numbers in 2024, posting 6 sacks and 49 pressures, the veteran still has a keen instinct for getting to the opposing quarterback and can be a constant threat to rival offensive lines. More than that, his experience in high-pressure moments could be a key factor for a team looking not just to make the playoffs but to establish itself as a true championship contender. One of the biggest advantages of Khalil Mack joining the Detroit Lions is the opportunity to form a dominant duo with Aiden Hutchinson. Hutchinson, who has emerged as one of the NFL's most promising defenders in recent years, frequently faced double teams last season, limiting his overall impact. With Mack on board, opposing teams will have to split their attention, creating more opportunities for both players to wreak havoc on the offensive line. This type of partnership has proven to be incredibly effective for many teams throughout NFL history, and the Lions hope to replicate that success by pairing Hutchinson's youth and aggression with Mack's experience and tactical awareness. Another crucial factor that highlights the importance of this signing is Khalil Mack's leadership presence in the Lions locker room. He is a player who has been through deep playoff runs, knows what it takes to compete at the highest level, and has valuable postseason experience, something that could be essential for a team still learning to handle the pressure of playing in big games. His football IQ and winning mentality could serve as a major asset to younger players, helping elevate the overall level of the defense. Additionally, having a veteran like Mack could have a transformative effect on the team's culture, reinforcing a mindset of hard work, dedication, and an unrelenting desire to win. From a financial standpoint, signing Mack also makes sense for the Lions. While he still holds value in the NFL, his market price is no longer as high as it was in previous years. This means Detroit can acquire him at a reasonable price while ensuring a great return on investment. With a short-term deal, the franchise minimizes risk while maintaining flexibility to make further moves during the season if necessary. This strategic approach allows the Lions to strengthen their defense immediately without compromising future opportunities in free agency. Furthermore, Mack's arrival doesn't prevent the Lions from adding more depth to their roster. The team can still explore free agency to bolster its linebacker core, strengthen the secondary, and ensure that every level of the defense is well-structured heading into the season. However, the addition of Khalil Mack would already represent a major step forward in building a more balanced and competitive defensive unit, something that could be vital for Detroit's success. One of the most exciting aspects of Khalil Mack's addition to the Lions is the instant impact he could make in high-stakes games. The team has been steadily improving over the past few seasons, but one of the biggest criticisms has been its lack of veteran leadership in critical moments. Mack has played in some of the most intense matchups of his career, facing elite quarterbacks and top-tier offenses. His ability to stay composed under pressure and make game-changing plays could be a defining factor in Detroit's push for a deep playoff run. With Mack leading the charge on the defensive front, the Lions could finally develop the type of pass-rushing presence that makes the difference in championship-caliber games. Beyond the XS and OS, Mack's arrival also brings a psychological advantage to the Lions' defense. When opposing teams prepare for Detroit, knowing that both Mack and Hutchinson are coming after their quarterback will force offensive coordinators to rethink their game plans. The mere presence of two elite edge rushers on the field creates mismatches, increases pressure, and disrupts offensive timing, all critical elements for a dominant defensive unit. Detroit has lacked this kind of intimidation factor in recent years, and Mac's presence could be the key to bringing it back. There's also the aspect of mentorship and player development that Mac could contribute to the Lions. Detroit has invested in young defensive talent over the years, and having a veteran like Mac in the locker room could significantly accelerate the growth of players like Hutchinson and other emerging pass rushers. Learning directly from a player of Mac's caliber, understanding his training habits, game preparation strategies, and in-game adjustments could prove invaluable for Detroit's long-term defensive success. Behind the scenes, reports suggest that the negotiation is already in its final stages, and the official announcement could come at any moment. If confirmed, this signing would solidify Detroit as one of the most aggressive teams in free agency and demonstrate the franchise's commitment to assembling a roster capable of competing at the highest level. With an offense already established and a defense in the process of improvement, the Lions understand that strengthening their defensive line could be the key to reaching new heights and positioning themselves as a legitimate Super Bowl contender. The impact of this move extends beyond just the on-field performance. Mac's arrival could also energize the fan base and change the perception of the team across the league. Detroit is actively shaping a new identity, one built on grit, determination, and relentless effort. Adding a player like Mac reinforces that philosophy and sends a clear message to the fans. The Lions are not just here to participate in the NFL, they are here to dominate. Now, the big question is, how will this new Lions defense perform with Khalil Mack in the lineup? Will his partnership with Aiden Hutchinson be enough to turn the unit into one of the most feared defenses in the league? And most importantly, does this move put Detroit in a real position to fight for a Super Bowl? The 2025 season is quickly approaching, and with each new piece added to the puzzle, the Lions are becoming a more dangerous team. If Khalil Mack does indeed sign with Detroit, the team's defense will be ready to take a significant leap and establish itself as one of the NFL's most dominant forces. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you think this is the perfect signing for the Lions at this moment? Or should the franchise look for a younger player to fill this role? Asterisk, asterisk. Drop your thoughts in the comments and share your opinion. And to make sure you never miss any updates on the Lions and the biggest moves in the NFL, subscribe to Lions News Fan Report now. Here, you'll get in-depth analysis, exclusive news, and everything you need to stay up to date with your favorite team. Don't miss out. Join our passionate community of Lions fans today.